Buying a home has become unaffordable. Stable jobs feel harder to find. Starting a family seems further away than ever. And yet many young people still hear the same advice. You just need to work harder. But what if the problem isn't effort? An increasing number of studies suggest today's young adults are entering adulthood under tougher economic conditions than the generations before them. Research from organizations including the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, the International Monetary Fund, the World Economic Forum, and Deloitte points to the same trend. For many Gen Zs and Millennials, the traditional milestones of adulthood are becoming increasingly difficult to reach. According to Deloitte's Global Gen Z and Millennials survey, which surveyed more than 22,000 people in those generations across 44 countries, the cost of living is now their biggest concern. It ranks above job security, the climate crisis, and even mental health. More than half of respondents said they're delaying major life decisions, such as getting married, starting a family, buying a home, launching a business, or pursuing further education because they simply can't afford to pursue these goals. The OECD has reached similar conclusions. Across many advanced economies, young adults are spending a growing share of their income on housing, while home ownership continues to decline. At the same time, rents have risen faster than income in many cities, making it harder to save for a deposit. Youth housing shortages stem from rising urban rent costs and the lack of developmental shelters for young adults. This forces many young people into couch surfing, unsafe living conditions, or homelessness. The latest evidence comes from the United Kingdom. The Institute for Fiscal Studies analyzed decades of government data and found that more 25-year-olds are living with their parents than at any point in recent decades. Home ownership among young adults has fallen sharply. Real wages have seen little long-term growth, and secure, well-paid employment has become increasingly difficult to find. In other words, many of the milestones that once defined adulthood are not being delayed because the generations are unwilling to work or lazy. They're being delayed because they're becoming less affordable. Researchers also say family wealth now plays a bigger role than it once did. If your parents can help with rent or contribute towards a house deposit, your chances of getting onto the property ladder improve significantly. If they can't, the climb becomes much steeper. For many young adults, economic mobility increasingly depends not only on what they earn, but on what their families already have. This isn't just a story about personal choices. It's a story about a global economy that has changed faster than the opportunities available to those entering it. So, the next time someone says young people simply don't work hard enough, inform them that the data tells a more complicated story. The question isn't whether Gen Z and Millennials are working hard. It's whether hard work still buys the future once did.